Hello everybody. Oh my goodness, I have been so busy. There is so much going on and still trying to upload files to the investigators and just not enough hours in the day. But anyway, someone sent me this and I want to thank them very much, and I'm going to put the link down below. It is a little over an hour long, but it's really interesting. And I'll give you some timestamps if you don't want to watch the entire long video. But there is a group in Texas. They are internet watchdogs. And I guess what they do is they go in these Pervo chat rooms and they catch Pervos, and they travel all over the United States and calling them out. And guess what? They're doing what Jehovah's Witnesses won't do, and that's calling the authorities. And they bring their receipts and they're doing the investigation so that it's, you know, a done deal. So the video starts at about 2 minutes and 50 seconds because they have a little bit of an intro. And then at 6 minutes and 30 seconds, they walk into an East Brunswick, New Jersey Kingdom Hall. And they confront this Pervo that they have been watching in one of these chat rooms. And they ask him to go outside with them. You know, so they're respectful of the Kingdom Hall. They don't make a big scene and, you know, start screaming this to everybody. So they quietly go outside and they talk to him for several minutes, at least, you know, 44 to 46 minutes. But at 44 minutes, this Pervo starts admitting that he's into, you know, underage porn, and that he has some issues since he was like 16. And then, of course, at 43 minutes and 24 seconds, he denies that he's never actually touched an underage person. You know how they all do. They deny, deny, deny. 44 minutes, yeah, he admits he has some issues. At 44 minutes and 20 seconds, in his early 20s, he flirted with a 12-year-old that he knew, but it was her fault because she was flirting with him and had the hots for him. Right. Then at 48 minutes and 6 seconds, he admits to sending inappropriate photos of himself to an underage girl. And I believe it was the same 12-year-old girl. At 51 minutes and 32 seconds, the cops show up. And here we hear the story of all that's been going on, you know, because the Pervo won't admit to all of this. But he admits to being with the 12-year-old. And this Pervo, you know, watchdog group, they have screenshots of the chats and everything, and they explain everything to the cops. And the cops are really nice, and they're great, you know. And then you get a little bit of distraction because there's like a car accident, like right in front of the Kingdom Hall. And so more cops show up, and everybody's, you know, gawking to see what the heck is going on. But this watch group, you know, they explain what they do, and how this Pervo, this JW Pervo, thought he was propositioning, he thought he was talking to a mom that was willing to, you know, proposition her two girls out, her two kids. And so they say, look, we're going to give you this film, and we have the receipts. You know, we have everything. It's uploaded. We're going to follow you down to the station, and we're going to give you everything. And I'm going to show you the closing scene of it, and look right between their two heads to see the jw.org sign.
Watch out, Zeus. I know there was some more information, so it was like, I'm really from the headquarters and you have any sort of information.
So if you have anything that evidentiary value, and we're going to have our detectives come speak to him, okay?
Okay, sounds good. All right, good. You just want us to follow you there, or?
Yeah. You want to have them follow you, Amanda?
I'll explain where it is.
So I want to thank this group, PP Southeast Texas, very much. You know, these people are heroes. They're boots on the ground. They're doing the research, and they're doing their best to catch these pervos. So I sent a message to them and told them that if they have any more JW pervos, that I would love to find out, you know, and help them track these JW pervos down. And I told them, Jehovah's Witnesses have a real systemic problem with CSA in their organization, even worse than the Catholic Church per capita, and that we need to find all of these, and that I'm also working with some federal investigators, and that we need to get information on these pervos and get them arrested. So, you know, that was good. I loved seeing them. I would have liked the perp walk better if they would have handcuffed him, but they just put him in the back of the car. And how many of you JW parents or even believe that these type of pervos are right in your Kingdom Hall? Do you think any of these nice JWs, and you can hear kids running around in the beginning of this video, so there's kids in this congregation. How many of those parents know this pervo was in their Kingdom Hall, right underneath their noses? And from, you know, talking to PMO elders, you know, good PMO elders who have, you know, good intentions and honest hearts, they'll tell you most of the elders, the indoctrinated elders, have serious problems with porn. That's why it's in their elders manual, because it's them. They're the ones, you know, and then they'll have judicial hearings about a rank and file member who is viewing porn while they're doing the same thing, maybe even worse. You know, maybe they're on these chats. So it's people like this that are going to be, you know, searching for these pervos and calling them out and confronting them. So keep up the good work. And as you can see, for all of you naysayers, it was at the Kingdom Hall. The JW sign is right there, and we know it was in East Brunswick, New Jersey. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and we appreciate you watching our videos. You know, it shows your love, and that's how you support this channel. So we really appreciate it. And if there's any more news, you know, please let me know. I'm trying to get as much of this out as I can, but there's a lot. There's a lot. So I do appreciate it. And you all have a wonderful day. Bye.